and that was on the back of a crime, a dastardly crime that was committed here in the Union capital. It's time now to stand with Anjali, a 20-year-old whose New Year turned into a gruesome nightmare. She was literally dragged to her death over 13 kilometers, but 4 days on, chilling facts of a brawl, of a betrayal, and of a character assassination plot are slowly unraveling. New revelations have put the police in the dock and has punctured holes in their star witnesses' account. Watch these 3 CCTV visuals. First, you can see Anjali's scooty zipping past the screen. In the second video, viewers, barely 40 seconds later, the Baleno car that eventually mowed her down can be seen speeding off in the opposite direction, with Anjali trapped under its wheels. That happened at 1:58 a.m. The third and most damning video from just 5 minutes later shows a police PCR van crossing completely oblivious to the heinous crime committed on its watch. The Baleno car is going, Anjali is trapped, people are shouting, the PCR passes, the PCR van passes. They are patrolling the very street where moments before Anjali's body was allegedly being dragged by a car. Now let's talk about how there are serious question marks on the versions of the 31st of December given by Anjali's friend and pillion rider Nidhi, a friend who abandoned her after the accident has suddenly surfaced and alleged that Anjali was drunk. Today, however, the post-mortem has punctured holes in the claims of the Delhi police's star witness. While the report lists over 40 sordid injuries, it found no presence of alcohol in Anjali's body. But first, let's tell you what exactly the autopsy has revealed about the gruesome and violent end of Anjali's life. Viewers, on your screens are the facts that have now emerged. And the autopsy makes it very clear that there are 40 ante-mortem injuries. Ante-mortem head injury, brain matter missing, pleural cavity open, both lungs exposed, spine injured, left femur injured, both limbs injured. We're talking about the legs, viewers. Lacerations, all sorts of inhumane wounds inflicted. The conclusion, there's no mention of alcohol trace. These are all accident-like injuries, no sexual assault-like injury, and it all conforms to the fact that the injuries were caused because the body was dragged relentlessly for kilometer after kilometer. Now, this is important to note, the lack of alcohol, because the prosecution has based its entire case on the statement of Nidhi. Listen to her claim that Anjali was drunk but insisted on driving that night, viewers. Listen.
सब कुछ मेरे सामने हुआ, एक्सीडेंट मेरे सामने हुआ। वो लड़की ने ड्रिंक कर रखी थी, इसलिए उस लड़की की इस तरह मौत हुई। पर उस लड़कों की भी गलती, उस लड़कों को पता था कि वो लड़की बिल्कुल मतलब नीचे दबी हुई है।
Well, remember, Anjali's family has refuted each and every claim that has been made by Nidhi. Today, the family said that all the allegations by Nidhi are false and baseless and that the post-mortem report vindicates them. Listen in, viewers.
मेरी बेटी के ऊपर इल्जाम लगाया जा रहा है। निधि झूठ बोल रही है। पुलिस से बस यही डिमांड है कि उन लड़कों को 5 को फांसी दी जाए और उस लड़की से कड़ी पूछताछ करी जाए। अगर वो भी इन्वॉल्व है तो उसे भी सजा दी जाए। तो सबसे बड़ी शिकायत मेरी यही है, वो अकेले छोड़ के कैसे आ गई और दोनों का एक साथ एक्सीडेंट हुआ है, तो मेरी ही लड़की के क्यों इतना वो हो गया, उसके क्यों नहीं लगी।
और जो उसने दावा किया है कि मतलब उसने अल्कोहल लिया था, बट ऐसा सब कुछ झूठ है। वो पोस्टमार्टम की रिपोर्ट में सब कुछ आ चुका है, उसने कोई अल्कोहल नहीं लिया। हम पुलिस प्रशासन से रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं, निधि से सख्ताई से पेश आए, उसको इस केस के बारे में सब कुछ पता है।
एक बच्ची के साथ इतना घनन अपराध हो जाता है, वो मर जाती है, और एक बच्ची जो है वो सडनली एक साइड हीरोइन की तरह 75 घंटे 80 घंटे गायब होती है और सडनली प्लांट होती है कि भैया मैं भी उस वाक्य में थी और ऐसा हुआ। तो मैं निधि के सारे आरोपों को बेबुनियाद बताता हूँ।
Fiery political war of words has broken out, viewers. The AAP has held a candlelight vigil in the capital demanding justice for Anjali, while the DCW chief, Swati Maliwal, has come out and said that Nidhi has deliberately been planted to sully the image of Anjali, and that is also a charge that has been made by the Aam Aadmi Party. Viewers, the AAP has also been claiming that one of the accused, Manoj Mittal, is a local leader of the BJP, and they believe that this attempt to tarnish Anjali's image is a way of ensuring that serious charge of murder is not slapped against Mr. Mittal. That's what is being said. Listen to some of these reactions.
कैसी दोस्त है कि इसकी दोस्त अंजलि गाड़ी के नीचे आ गई, इसके सामने आ गई, चिल्ला रही थी, रो रही थी, और ये लड़की वहां से भाग खड़ी होती है और घर में जाके सो जाती है। इसने किसी को इन्फॉर्म करने की जरूरत नहीं समझी, पुलिस को नहीं बताया, अंजलि के पेरेंट्स को नहीं बताया। उस समय ये स्कूटी उठाकर उस गाड़ी का पीछा भी तो कर सकती थी। ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ अंजलि को बदनाम करने में लगी हुई है।
पुलिस को कंट्रोल करने में होना चाहिए, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर कंट्रोल करने में होना चाहिए। बीजेपी और उनके एलजी, गृह मंत्री जी और उनके एलजी को इस बात की चिंता ही नहीं है कि उनका काम पुलिस के कंडक्ट को देखना भी है, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर को देखना भी है।
This is basically planting a witness to save their neta, to save the neta of the BJP. They are trying to plant witnesses and it will weaken the case. She is claiming that the girl was drunk. The post-mortem says that there was no alcohol. This girl is trying to cast negligence on the victim herself.
This is unfortunate that in order to save those 5 criminals who have done this barbarous act, police can go to any extent to frame stories around. Now they are out to prove this girl itself wrong.
Well, let's open this up. Viewers, let's open this up. We have with us Nighat Abbas, spokesperson of the Delhi BJP, and Dr. Akashdeep Muni, political analyst who's sympathetic to the Aam Aadmi Party. Nighat Abbas, a star witness has come out, testified. How can we believe that she is credible, is reliable? Immediately in a court of law, when the cross will happen, people will say, why did you keep quiet? Why were you trying to suppress a crime? And that will be the end of her testimony. She will be cast aside. Nighat Abbas, many people believe today that she has been propped to say a few things so that the individuals, including a former BJP leader of yours that you removed from the party on the day of the crime, is shielded.
You know, we can't really do anything about the family, but the least what we can do is right now that not to politicize the entire issue. I understand there's no relevance of this girl coming out after 48 to 72 hours in front of the media, trying to show that she was very, very nervous the same day when the accident had happened, and she was claiming that she was Anjali's friend. However, we do not. It's not only you. I can't agree with you more on this, Rahul, that it's not only you or somebody else. It's the entire nation which is not able to believe Nidhi right now. What is she saying? Because the way she's walking towards the house, it seems a little. I know I can see the nervousness in her walking while I'm watching the CCTV footage of her going back home. But clearly, I do not, can believe that she is the friend of Anjali. Reason being the way she's addressing her. Anjali, wo ladki. I haven't seen any of my friends or any of somebody else's friends addressing me or anybody else.
So
and that too when she's not even
alive. Why is the police built its case? But Ms. Abbas, why has the police built its case? Why has the police built its case around this lady?
Allow me for 30
testimony.
Seconds. Since one day, allow me for 30 seconds. Allow me for 30 seconds. Rahul, since day one, you've been seeing, we all have been seeing, the entire nation has been seeing that we are seeing different, witnesses who are coming with different diversified stories. We aren't seeing anybody with same story. A sabji wala
No. One second. There are two principal. One second. There are two principal. There are two principal testimonies.
Different angles.
No, Ms. Abbas, there are two principal testimonies.
This girl has also changed.
One second. Please. There are two principal testimonies. One is by this lady, Miss Nidhi. The other one is by another eyewitness who said that he called the police PCR and they did nothing. There are two basic testimonies that he saw the body, he saw the manner in which these people, with predetermination, backed up, took the car over Anjali and drove off, knowing fully well that she was stuck under the chassis of the car. which proves premeditation. Till now, at least on the basis of the first witness's claims, no murder charge has been slapped against any of the accused. It is only culpable homicide, not amounting to murder, which is really manslaughter. Why?
No, I see, Rahul, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. That when we see diversified stories from different witnesses, the police needs to investigate the matter. I understand the negligence of the police is just, we cannot defend the police right here. But what has happened is very brutal, and the police is investigating right now, which is why the Home Ministry has taken
the police is investigating itself, which is in any case a conflict of interest. Optically, it looks very bad. An independent judicial inquiry should have been instituted, or a court-monitored probe into the police's own lapses should have been instituted, but that hasn't happened. It all comes back to something being suppressed. And I want to bring in Dr. Muni here. Dr. Muni, what do you make of this? You have alleged, the political party that you sympathize with has alleged that there is a cover-up, etc., etc. The BJP says, don't politicize this matter. You're doing a disservice. You're weakening the case. You're weakening the investigation. How do you respond to that?
Rahul, 22 calls were made by the eyewitness to the police. A Zomato guy saw it and went to the police station to report it, and nothing happened. We saw in the streets of Delhi that day that what happened is that irresponsibility of Delhi police specifically. 36 hours it took for Delhi police to conduct the post-mortem. It was 16 hours later that the fire was registered. Delay and delay and delay. And then the police comes with an eyewitness, a accomplice, or whatever you say, and she starts character assassination of the victim, and she says that the victim had alcohol, while the post-mortem report has clearly suggested it is otherwise. It is, just serious lapses on the part of Delhi police. And still now, Nighat ji will justify, but still now not a single head has rolled in Delhi police. And there has been no
Nighat Abbas,
action.
not one head is rolled. Your commitment to women's security, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, is under the scanner. Respond. Nighat Abbas.
What Akashdeep is saying right now, that BJP is trying to bury that and all of that. We need to realize that even if the girl was drunk, even if she was in a room with her boyfriend or outside the room, even if she was partying, doing whatever, that does not mean that those 5 accused will be set free. They are behind the bars.
Madam,
the charges are against them. The court.
Madam, no lessons. You will admit yourself. No lessons have been learned by the police force here. Please, since the Nirbhaya incident, which shook the nation.
I'm agreeing on the part.
So then, hang on. Then who's responsible for this mismanagement of the police? Who's responsible? No, 1 second. Where does this end? No, excuse me, ma'am.
Which is why inquiry and inquiry is being set up.
Nighat ji, see, you can make all the politically correct statements tonight, and I will welcome them. But you need to make one. No. You can make all the politically correct statements. Nighat Abbas, please, 1 second. You can say all the politically correct, nice things. But the point is, viewers, there are 3 basic facts that, 1 minute, that have not been taken into account. Number 1, 10 years, there has been no improvement in women's safety in this city. 10 years. Crime after crime. Women are stabbed in the streets, acid is thrown on their faces, moving cars come and abduct women as they return from work. It's a story that repeats itself. Not one head rolls. Police commissioners come, they make all the nice statements, and they retire. Not one of them is held up. Not one police head has even rolled now in this matter. It won't. Because there is a commission of inquiry constituted by a police person of the same force. Even if that person tomorrow comes out with a scathing report, there will be a conflict of interest, viewers. You can see the pattern. Someone needs to take responsibility, and the buck has to stop. If not, at the door of the highest police official in the city, so the commissioner, then, viewers, at the door of the government that runs the police force in the capital. It's as simple as that. This is a dastardly crime. The world is talking about it. And it's happened exactly 10 years after Nirbhaya, telling the world that India is still not a safe place for women. Yes, viewers, that's the sad truth. And my next